So everybody is probably pretty aware tomorrow is the 2020 presidential election, and the Hornets have been making sure that everyone has the chance to vote. And to talk a little bit more about the Hornets voting initiative called Swarm the Polls, we are joined by Betsy Mack, the Senior Director of Corporate Social Responsibility for the Charlotte Hornets. Quite the title there, Betsy. I'm sure you've been pretty busy lately, but thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks so much for having me.
Just talk a little bit more about this, but how busy has it been working up till tomorrow, the day of the election?
We've been working on our Storm the Polls initiatives for about 3 months now. We're really excited about the initiative overall. It started from the top down with our leadership team talking about the importance of voting, but then we actually had 25 different individuals that volunteered throughout the organization to be a part of this initiative to really help create it to be what it turned out to be, which was a registration drive, information, events, really just having our organization come together as a whole to lead in our community the importance of voting.
And let's talk a little bit about the numbers, some of the turnout that you've seen. Obviously, it was an early voting site, but you had like 150 volunteers that put in over almost 8,000 volunteer hours. Just talk a little bit about that and kind of what the effort was put in by your team for this.
Yeah, it was really incredible. So obviously such a large lift to turn the Spectrum Center into an early polling site. We are really proud that we had over 40 polling locations that people could utilize to vote. 150 volunteers of Hornet staff members, friends, and family putting in those 8,000 hours day in and out for the past 2 weeks. But then even behind the scenes before that, having our arena operations team, the back end work of making sure it was safe and accessible with COVID and all of those new restrictions.
A lot of early voters too. The turnout was really great at the Spectrum Center. What were the numbers there?
Yes, we were really excited to say that we had over 8,500 votes casted at the Spectrum Center, and also a proud statistic that we had no lines at any time. We were really efficient.
Yeah, that's incredible. Was there anything about this process when you were a part of it, kind of leading the charge, that you were surprised of with the efforts put in by your team or just by the voter turnout?
All the different individuals throughout the Hornets organization that were very knowledgeable about the election or politics and coming in from all different departments. One of our individual team members, Andrew Shuren, our ticket sales vice president, he just came in the clutch and had so much knowledge and information that really helped keep us on track. We also had an individual, Melanie, who was in our guest service department. She really helped us to get a lot of different Spanish assets out to the communities in need. We had Barry Pasternak leading a lot of our volunteer efforts. So looking across the board at a lot of our team members stepping up in different ways was something that was really cool to see.
And we got to talk with you just a little bit about some Hornets basketball. There's a lot of uncertainties with the 2021 season, but the NBA draft is also coming up. What are you most looking forward to with this team next season?
Yeah, we're really excited about getting the number 3 pick. So that was, something to celebrate, something that, we're really anxious to see who we get and what we can do on the court this year.
All right, and last question for today. If you had to pick a fight on who would win, do you think Hugo's got the upper hand or is it Sir Purr?
It's pretty close, but I'm going to go with Hugo. Hugo has a little bit more flexibility and can always just kind of jump and fly away if something gets too crazy.
Hey, I agree with that. Got to pick them anyway, right? You work for the Hornets. Well, thanks so much, Betsy, for joining us today. Look forward to talking to you later.
Thank you.